Hey guys, how you guys doing? Appreciate you guys joining me for my episodes. So I'm back over here at the fields where I've been finding all these coins, and I broke down and got me a 15-inch coil for this Equinox 800. Maybe I can get a little deeper and keep finding coins out here. But yesterday we kept having severe storms about every couple of hours, so I didn't get to make it over here. But I had my 15-inch coil, so in between storms I went out at the yard at the house and did a little detecting just to try out the coil, and I found a couple of relics. So I'll have a couple of clips starting out on this episode from the house, and then I'll be back over here at the field looking for coins. So anyway, we'll get on to the next and hope we have another good hunt. Well, I got a relic, but I'm sure everybody's seen these before. I was getting a 1213, and it's a head stamp. It's Remington UMC New Club. These were after UMC and Remington merged, so this was after 1912. It's probably 1912 to 1930s. Anyway, it was real clean. That'll go into my bowl. I make shadow boxes out of head stamps too, so that'll be a nice one to add to it. But anyway, we'll get on to the next stop. So guys, I'm out here in this pasture. I'm close to these center stones where this old building used to be. I think it was probably an old barn. But I had just got a signal, and I found this old faucet or hydrant. I forget what they call it. But you can really tell that that is an old one. You can see you don't even have where you can screw a hose onto it, so I'm sure this is very early 1900s. And then I was getting a signal right next to it. I was getting a 1314, and I got this old spoon. So there's still some old relics out here in this pasture. The grass is always high out here, and I mowed it down once and found some relics, but I got this 15-inch coil, and we've been getting severe storms all day, so I never did make it over to the park, and it finally cleared up a little bit, and I said, well, I'm gonna go back out to the pasture, and this is what I found. We'll get on to the next. Well guys, I'm over here at the second field I started detecting, and I've been finding a lot of memorials and clad dimes from the 70s, but I finally got a little weedy here. It was about 3 inches down. I didn't even have to get my big shovel, but it's a 1955D, and you can see it's a weedy. Looks a little rough. I think this red dirt's real rough on the copper coins, but it's still got all the details on it. But anyway, we'll get on to the next stop. Well guys, that's less than 10 feet away from where I found that last weedy, and I got another one, and it wasn't but just about 3 inches down. I dug it with my little hand shovel. This is a 42D. This ground is real hard right there. It might have been an old parking lot because it's packed red dirt, and it was only about 3 inches down, but once I got through the soft part about an inch down, it was rocky, and that's where I found it. But anyway, maybe I found a little old spot here. I think I'll hang around here a little bit longer, but I think I'm gonna go back across the street. I just seem like I do better over there, and I don't think it's hunted out. But anyway, we'll get on to the next stop. Okay guys, I'm getting a really nice signal here, and I'm about 5 foot from that last weedy. It's a little down deeper, but it sure is a high number. My heart's pounding, so let me put this down and dig it up and see what it is. Okay guys. It's mellowed down. I was getting some high 30s. Now it's around the mid to high 20s. what it is. Well, it's not as deep as I thought it was going to be. What is it? It's a clad quarter. That thing gave me a scare. It looks like an old one though. It's eat up. Let's see if I can get a date off of it. I'll be right back. Well, it's an older quarter, but I was going to see how close it was to mint silver, but it looked like it's a 1974. But anyway, that one's been in the ground for a little bit. But we'll get on to the next stop. Well, guys, I guess it's the day of the Wheaties. I'm right here by the road, this old asphalt, and then there's a new road there, and there's a big old pine tree here. It's like a circle drive here, and there was a Wheatie. I mean, it wasn't an inch down. Right here by this old pine root, and it's a 56D. That's a pretty new Wheatie, but I mean, it was right there. I figured it was a bottle cap or a memorial, but I dug it up and it was a Wheatie sitting right there about an inch down under this old pine needle and by this old root. But anyway, we'll get on to the next. Well, guys, I'm almost to the corner of this old first original field where I started metal detecting over here, and I had this 15-inch coil today, and I don't think that I would have found this one. It was down deep, at least 8, maybe 10 inches, and it was just getting a beat one way. And I hope you can see it. It's a 1939. I didn't see a mint mark, so I think it's a Philadelphia. But anyway, that's a pretty old Wheatie. I found a couple of 30s over here, but this one was down real deep. When I popped the plug, it fell out. I seen it fall. But anyway, we'll get on to the next. Well, guys, I was about to give up on silver today, but I finally got one. This one was about 6 or 7 inches down. It was giving a 20s all over the place, and they were high. I just dug it, but this one is a 31D. You can see it there. I'm thinking 31 is a key date. It might be 21, but I'll look it up when I get back to the house. But I finally got a silver out here. But anyway, I'm gonna keep going. I'll probably go to dark. This 15-inch coil, I think it picked up a couple of coins I wouldn't have found if I hadn't had it. But anyway, I've got a lot of Wheaties today, and of course got some clad quarters and dimes too. I've been having fun out here. I just haven't been finding any silvers, but we'll get on to the next. Well, guys, the sun still, we probably still got another 45 minutes to an hour, but I was getting another signal, and I got another 39 Wheatie. There's the other one I found earlier. Got two 39 Wheaties out here today, and I don't recall. I think it's the first time I've ever gotten any 39 Wheaties, but today I've gotten 2 out of the ground. I think that's pretty neat. But anyway, we'll get on to the next stop. So guys, I was getting a high 20, but I thought it was just another Wheatie, and it was only about 4 inches down, and I was digging for it with my pointer, and I slid. I seen something silver, and I said, let me stop and get the camera. But I'm fixing to pull it out and see what it is. Oh, it's a rosy. When I swiped it, it looked like something I never seen before. I said, well, let me get the camera, but I'll take it. I got 2 silvers. It's a 52. And it's got a D mint mark, a 52D. All right, got 2 silvers out here. The sun is getting close to the sunset, but I'm going to keep going. Maybe I'll get one more. Anyway, it's starting to end up being a good day. I know I have a lot of clips of the Wheaties, but finally got 2 silvers out here. Got a Mercury, and now I got a rosy. So, very nice. we'll get on to the next stop. I appreciate you guys tuning in to this episode. So everybody have a great week, a great weekend, and we'll see you guys on the next stop. Y'all take care.